Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ongoing Dungeons & Dragons stream podcast here on the Gamehouse Twitch page and the Cast Iron Comics YouTube channel, the world of Astaria. I am your host, your DM, your UM, your all sort of M's with the voices that all sound horribly similar. I'm Chandler Angle, and I am joined by my usual cast and a very, very special new addition, going from top billing. We have my brother Braxton as Aragon. He's back.
You didn't think that someone else was going to get to go first, right?
Not this time, now that you're back. We also have the dynamic duo of the Haynes. We have Rob and Marie as Revan and Marie. And Mina. we have Marie as Marie.
Yes, indeed.
Indubitably.
We have the group's ever so agilic leader, Vanith.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And we have a very special guest, a new member of the team. We have Sydney as an unknown named character, because I don't want to spoil it for her, but welcome!
Hello.
Woo!
We finally have another girl in the group, guys.
That is true. We have another actual... well, actually, back in the day, we did have a player that played a girl, but they just left.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That character's still out there, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I don't even remember.
That's brutal.
The pre-Vanith era.
Yes. But...
those were dark days.
You're telling me that was back in the day before I knew what I was doing with the streaming. Some say I still don't. But either way, before we get started, let's go ahead and get into the recap. Last we left off, the Doomsday Defenders had just finished their trip from Otrafia aboard a ship, where Revan kept calling the Leonin captain of the ship a rabbit woman because she had predominantly up ears. To his point, to his credit, they're indeed similar to a rabbit. I'll give you that. The ears were, but the rest was just basically a giant lion. But either way, upon pulling into the port of Coltran of the nation of Gilitra, they were met by a large group of Triton that seemed to have been occupying the kind of coast. They gave the group a message, a chest with a message in it for the king's eyes only, where they then agreed to take it and made their way to the king's castle after stopping up at the bar and traveling from Coltran back to the capital. They met with Theodin, who gave them a bit of an update on what was happening. Stremin had run to the hospital to see where his wife was, because that process is going on. Enna and Feldon are away from the bars. Enna seems to be on kind of a recurring task, as well as Feldon with a task in District 2. And a couple of the other just regulars that worked at the bar are also busy. The most notable one being Aiden, who is apparently up and left, mysteriously. But with all that information given, they then bid Theodin a farewell as they made their way up to the king's castle in the king's district. They were immediately shown in by what guards were there, and as they walked into the war room, they saw quite a lot of people waiting for them. There's the king, the queen, all the generals of the city, the council members the king has, the minister of magic himself, as well as the entrepreneurial businessman Anthony Trask sitting in a chair, and a dwarven woman sitting next to him who is unfamiliar. I don't know why. There's another Trask. I don't know where that came from on the table. Just saw that now. But either way, you all.
It was my classic trick of having a mini dancing version of somebody dancing on tables.
Fair enough.
Classic.
Oh wait, I forgot. There's one more person in your group that was with you.
Would I know any of these people because I was in the court before?
You would know.
I don't remember that.
Obviously, the king. Like he's kind of a big deal.
Obviously.
You would know of some of them. You would know the Minister of Magic, since you guys did a job for him, which was the field trip job. You spoke to him.
Yes.
You know Locrog Vanith, since you fought him in the arena.
A valued opponent.
Yep, as soon as you walk into the room, he kind of like gets a big grin and just nods to you. But other than that, the rest of the group is people you've known of, like the generals of the city. You've just never really fully met them. And then the only other person you haven't met and didn't hear anything about is the queen. Probably just for reasons that I didn't have the queen in the nation when you guys were here. But either way, you all...
She was on vacation.
Yeah, you know.
Must have been busy.
You all enter into this war room. Chairs ready for you all to sit at. You can move your characters if you really want to, or if you don't want to, you all can just stay right there on the carpet. But I'll be addressing you as if you are taking a seat at the table. As the king says, "Yes, yes, come in. We've been waiting."
I can't move my character.
That's really.
And it begins.
Revan is frozen by fear.
Well, there's now a second Revan. I was
Oh
the
my!
first one.
2 Revens. Oh, there we go.
This world can only handle one Revan, and even then, it's a bit much.
It is.
With that, you all start taking seats as the king starts to address you all. Like, good. I'm very glad you all were able to arrive back.
Thanks, King.
Theodin gave me a basic.
We do have a special message thing for you, by the way.
Really? What message and from who?
It's actually from whom?
From the Triton
correct.
people. We got a trust, and it's for the king's eyes only.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody did that. Okay. I feel better now.
There we go.
This is now a musical theater D&D episode.
Strange. It's been a while since they've tried to contact us, but I suppose since it's here, Lurk, as you see the Goliath kind of walk around to you guys, take the kind of chest from you, like, oh, and kind of walks over to the king and just kind of puts it on the table. Actually, if you could just put it next to the chair. That I have to address them first. I will read this. I assure you all, I will take a look at this. But there are a few things that we needed to get in order before we. You know what? Oh, what the hell? We have a rather string of good luck. Lurk, break the chest open. As you see Lurk just kind of like grab the chest and just.
Oh shit.
Pull the thing open, and you see this elegantly crafted piece of sea-touched driftwood. It's kind of like etched very nicely, and on it is the language of Triton. Or actually, no, it's not the language of Triton. It's in common because I said that last time. And OneNote is now having an update.
Yes.
Shit out of the way. There we go. Okay, got it out of the way. So the king sort of reaches in and picks up the piece of wood and starts to read it. And now, I need to roll a d4 to see how he reacts. And I do have to roll this at disadvantage, but disadvantage being a good thing in this instance because I put them in a wrong order.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. So, you see him read the piece of driftwood. He does not read it aloud since it is for his eyes only, even though his advisors lean in, his generals lean in, the minister and Anthony both lean in. Lurk kind of like peering over his shoulder, just kind of like trying to, what's this say? Well, he doesn't actually say that, though. He's just kind of like trying to get a good look at it. The king kind of puts it down in front of him. He's like, here it is. Triton Empire has never really been that much of a problem, but however, this seems rather fortuitous at this moment. The newly crowned empress is requesting some sort of, how do I put this, some sort of meeting with diplomats, and it seems she is trying to, from what I'm getting from this message, she wants to try and ally with people of the surface for once.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
You see one of the senators kind of like, that's actually wonderful timing, especially considering the horrible events that have plagued the city as of late. Yes, you're quite right. Mr. Trask, you said you had aquatic robots kind of in the works, yes? That is correct, yeah. I definitely have a few working models that if you want me, I can send with whomever you're going to be sending on this little excursion. If not, I can at least start field testing them, having them look around the shores and whatnot. Perhaps later.
Ooh.
But, seeing as you are all the ones who have brought this to my attention, how comfortable would you all feel following up on this?
Well, I can't breathe underwater, so that's a bit of an issue.
Great.
Well, we shall. I'm in a rather curious mood with this message. I'll definitely try and procure things to help you breathe underwater and what. But do you all think you have the confidence to do that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We can do anything. Our balls are.
I'm pretty sure I
big
can
as
breathe
planets.
underwater.
You can breathe under. I mean, that's fantastic. It'll save us a bit of time. But I received word from the Worm King of Drachenval saying that you all were, how do I put it, forming a militia or group of warriors to fight this dragon.
I would call us heroes.
Well,
Yes.
you are indeed heroic indeed, but forming a group of powerful people, one way to put it is indeed a militia, which I don't frown upon. In fact, I'm rather excited at such news. I've even reached out to the people in Solitain and the Dwarven Kingdom of Broadhammer, and while Solitain is still sort of gathering their own, forces to aid us, Broadhammer has sent us a rather interesting warrior in their own right. Miss, would you care to introduce yourself? As he kind of gestures to you, Sydney, or your character, if you'd like to do a little introduction.
I'm Eris. And what would it be in it for me?
Well, I apologize. I don't know if your Dwarven King told you, but you are here on his behalf to aid in the efforts of defeating this, well, city-destroying dragon, or at least city-invading dragon. But I do know that the Dwarven Hold city was not attacked by such a creature yet. However, the king did express interest in putting it to rest so that it does not try to attack you all. I know your own city is fairly fortified underground in the mountains, but he did say he was going to be sending someone to try and aid in any effort.
Yeah, I don't think you guys would last very long against, an army of the dead. So, dragon or not.
Well,
Not overall a good time.
I usually wouldn't do things out of my heart, and I see that you have a high elf with you, and I'm not very fond of them.
Yikes.
Shit.
No.
Oh,
This is
Alright.
gonna be fun.
All right.
I like her. Can we keep her?
That's my line. Don't
Can we
you
keep her
steal my line.
like she's a pet?
I mean, I can reach out to
She's
your...
she's. Go ahead. Sorry, sir.
I apologize for speaking
Your
over you,
Majesty.
young Mina, but Miss Eris, I apologize. How was it pronounced again?
Eris.
Eris, apologies, but Miss Eris, I could definitely reach out to your king to see if he's willing to send you some sort of a pittance or payment. I personally am already dealing with the group you see before you, and I'm a little bit I was a bit stretched thin. However, the gentleman next to you, Mr. Trask, is bringing about quite a boon for our military might. So I can see if there's anything I can do immediately, and whatnot. But for now, I am requesting your aid with at least a promise that we'll be willing to give you something in return once we have our sort of heads about ourselves.
All right. I guess I can deal.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well then. Okay, sending you all coordinates. It should be a fairly short trip by your boat. Mr. Trask, you've currently outfitted one of my vessels with your experimental motors for sea travel, have you not? That is right, I have. I just got done. The King's Gambit should be ready, set sail any day now, actually. Wonderful. We shall.
I love a good game of checkers.
These guys have barely figured out sea travel.
Oh no, we
What's a
have sea
motor?
travel, but Mr. Trask has recently innovated sea travel by, what was it you called it? Oh, I figured out a perpetual motor system that should increase the boat's speed. That way you won't have to rely as much as, traditional sailing methods of waiting for the wind or the waves themselves. It's really just a motorized boat. Quite a simple idea, but a little bit more challenging than I gave it initial credit.
Huh. Okay, I guess.
Well then, Wonderful. We shall amass a ship for you all to head out on this expedition. That being said, we are closer to discovering another temple location, and I believe there was actually one on that island we all sent you all initially.
Hey.
Perhaps after your diplomatic mission.
You're not gonna make us go back there, right? Right?
You
I
all,
kind of hated that place.
your current employ, other than research, is to look into these items.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I'll do it, but you gotta go get Aiden out of his cult.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Ooh.
That's the only thing I want. To go on
When
the
did
next part of this.
you get into a cult?
He's in a cult.
I'm sorry, who are you talking about?
Our friend. I shouldn't say friend. Our
chef.
Employee.
Are you?
punching bag.
The man who cleans up my shit.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
intelligence check for the king.
Don't act like you care about him then.
Are you talking about that human gentleman you kept belittling in the courtroom?
I don't know what you could be referring to. He's a beloved
The very
member.
same.
I can put out an 8. Oh hey, we've been raided by Eric B. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream.
go.
Hopefully you guys are having a
Oh,
good
Going
time.
on?
Let's get it.
But that being said, what was the king about to say? Shit. The king will kind of.
Gonna put something out for Aiden.
That's it. Yeah. I suppose I could put out an ABP with the guards and the Trask bots to keep their eyes out for him. But
No, just make sure you find him.
We would appreciate that, King. We wouldn't
said
want to
please.
trouble you too much. Right, Revan?
I said please.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
big.
fair.
That is a big step
that's
for me.
improvement for him. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give him that. That normally doesn't happen.
very well. I will put out a note at post haste once we are done with this meeting.
This is
That's
why you're a good king.
Like put up a notice like a lost dog, like there's not necessarily like a reward if found, but like
No. It
if
will
you
be a
found,
reward.
please
My
contact us.
gratitude.
Very, very well. I shall see it done. I shall make sure I find a sketch artist puts out the porter's painting.
You are way better than that Worm King guy. Remember to draw a toilet on it? That'll be the easiest way to remember him.
I'm sorry, do you mean a chamber pot?
Yes, apologies.
Indeed.
All right.
They call it something different down in the pirate world.
Do they?
All right. Very well.
Scurvy.
Now then, we
They call it
addressed
a shithole.
most of the business before you all got in. Theodin gave me a written report of your exploits in Otrafia. I've been briefed on what you found out a little bit to an extent. Apparently, the biggest information you all found was a sort of mountain in Wellin. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is going to be tricky.
Yeah.
We can definitely send you there. However, you'll have to be very quiet about your allegiances here in Gillytra because we are currently at odds with that nation. None of you.
We are an adventurers group, so we can just literally be like, yeah, we're adventurers, where we go wherever the fuck we want.
True.
That is true. I will ask you to watch your language in this room, but that is fair.
I apologize, Your Majesty.
It's all right. Everyone gets one, except for Lowcrog. He gets about 50. He's very simple.
Everyone gets one.
I tip my hat to him.
But regardless, we are currently using the information you all found, mapping out which mountain probably lines up. We have a few ideas already, and before we send you out, we'll be sure to give you a briefing properly. And other than that, I believe, Mr. Trask, you requested to be on this meeting today because you wanted to speak to this group. Yes, you get in, the one-armed man turns to you all and looks at you and is like, I'm not sure if you all actually do remember me. I'm the gentleman who hired you to recover that guardian under the city a while back.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I remember that.
You did a great job, just so you know. Really.
Yes,
Props to you.
the only complaint I had was not having the head, but I was able to find plenty of interesting mechanical uses with the body. In fact, I would love if you all would be relative guests of honor at the expo I'm going to be having in a couple, 2 days actually.
Oh, you
A
know.
party, you say?
Yes.
Can we dress up?
Oh, but this is very much a formal event. The king himself is having it in one of his grand ballrooms here at the castle. Yes, Mr. Trask is providing the city with an entire wave of new defenders to help protect our streets and alleviate the very much exhausted guards that we've been dealing with the gang war in District 2. I don't know if you all have been brought up to speed on that, but we were redeveloping a part of District 2 and discovered an underground market, which we are now at odds with and slowly gaining ground on.
You want us to take care of it there, Your Majesty?
We did hear about that.
No, your assistance there is not needed. The city's guard has been dispatched. We are dealing with it as is. I was able to peel my generals away for this meeting at the very least, so I can get a report on that. And apparently, the only problem is they're having a hard time rebuilding the bots that we're sending in.
Yeah, that happens. But at least you can rebuild them. You know, you can't rebuild people. So.
That is the very
That's
reason,
true.
the very reason why we've decided to
make more.
The very reason why we've decided to have Mr. Trask build an industrial factory in District 2.
A factory? What is a factory?
You see Trask kind of like light up a little bit. It's like, well, it's simply a place where I and the people I employ will be able to mass produce these robots and other ones that I plan to show off at the expo.
We would be honored to join you at this expo. I will wear my finest hat.
That is wonderful. Wonderful.
Finest.
Well then. By the way, I remember my co-hire on that mission for y'all was the head of the Church of Paylor. Has she said anything to you all about anything you may or may not have seen down there?
Can't say that
We haven't
seen her in a long
talked to her.
time. Like, potentially years.
Yeah.
All I know is that, I have seen her around. I haven't had the chance to sit down and talk with her properly. I know she's just been keeping in her church, and more recently, I don't mean to sound rude to everyone in here, but her inept son has apparently been tasked with guarding the church, and
Wait, she has a son?
yeah, do you got out of Trask characters? Like, do you guys not remember Frank Quest when you were traveling?
Oh, instead of Johnny Quest, I remember this.
The like surfer bros, like, yo, what's up, dudes?
Yeah, didn't he?
He was also
I forgot about him.
another fun part about that. The robot head you kept from Trask, you gave to that guy.
Oh, actually, I remember liking that kid. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
He's not a little bitch.
I have
Oh,
no
yeah,
recollection.
Revan, I thought you kept the head.
No, Revan gave it to that kid as a gift.
No, I gave it to the kid as a gift. I remember that.
Wow. How kind of you.
It was a big character moment for me, but I'm glad you guys didn't remember it, so.
Hey, Rob, let me tell you something important. I remembered.
Oh, I know you did, boo-boo. Don't you worry.
I remember.
Hey,
God.
real quick, still out of character. Trask is based off the dude from Legends of Korra, right?
I've not seen Legends of Korra. I based him more off a combination of Tony Stark and Howard Hughes, I believe.
Okay.
I love
that's
it.
pretty much the same
I
person.
got Howard Hughes vibes very much.
Sorry, we can go back. I just had to ask.
It's all good.
Getting a real Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2 vibe.
That also very much like he's slowly become that more as opposed to Tony Stark.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
love
to step back into character, since I'm the one who broke it initially, Mr. Trask sort of with his one arm kind of adjusts his collar and is like, well, this is fantastic. I unfortunately do have to leave, but I was hoping to run into you all here, and well, I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. As he kind of gets up and excuses himself, walks out of the room, one of the guards kind of escorting him out, and the king will simply turn to you all and like, now then, other than personal interests, I believe we are excused for the meeting of the day, but if the rest of you all have a request or something you wish to talk about, and I also must give you a nod to you. You finally came up with a group name. It's going to be much easier to kind of officially write down expenses for you all, because we've just been improvising calling you archaeologists.
Oh.
Always knew it.
Kind of cool.
I
Long-game
make my
museum.
hat look like an Indiana Jones hat because we are archaeologists.
Yes, I knew it.
Archaeologist.
We need to get you a whip.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, if there's of nothing more you wish to speak of, I shall let you all have your day back to you. We shall contact you once we have a proper game plan for this excursion to the deep laid out. And until then, I suppose you all have a fancy an expo to prep for.
I was gonna ask, are you gonna be sending anybody with us from here to take out the dragon that almost wrecked the city?
Ooh, excellent question.
I mean,
I know we're technically the reps,
Mm.
but like the more the better, so that we don't get just I make a fist
Annihilated.
in like a butthole kind of like motion, so that doesn't happen.
King, I would be honored to lead a small army of your men if you so choose.
I don't know if I could expend an army, but
A small one.
look,
Maybe
What about your Goliath friend there? He's similar to an army, right?
I mean, yeah, I could take out a full army, mate. I was running up and down them streets taking out them deadheads, and the king's just like, look, Krog,
Yes, sir.
Your services and you're part of a team. As he kind of gestures to the four people sitting at the table where Lokrog's kind of standing next to. He's like, but
we have a rival team, guys. Rival team.
I mean, it's off season for him. Do you think you could reach out to the champion of the Crimson Pit?
I
think I could do that. He's intense though. They're spooky. Well, Mr. Evan, we shall reach out to a possible prospect and see what we can do. Until then, the best we can expend is you all. And I apologize for that, but perhaps Trask could. I'll put in a word with him and see if he can't build a sort of suitable companion for you all, a sort of battle droid or something.
I stare down the other elf because we gotta create that rivalry, that elf rivalry.
Which elf? The elf ranger at the other end of the table?
Yeah.
He's just kind of like sitting back in his chair. He's not really paying too much attention to you.
It's okay. I'm still staring at him. I just gotta make him feel comfortable.
He ain't even threatened by you.
All right.
I'm glaring at you instead.
My character doesn't care. I'm
Yeah,
still staring at the one person who I'm in a rivalry with currently in my mind.
It's because Aiden's gone. You gotta get your new squeeze.
Well, no, these mothers,
I get you.
who are in their own, they're in their own group, right? So like, the king's clearly cheating on us. He's got two groups. I don't know if I like that.
Cheating on us.
Revan, that's his first group. That's his generals. You guys are the seconds.
The side piece.
Yeah.
We are the side piece.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say this out of character because this is basically the gist of what I've been going with this whole time. They're the A team, and you guys are the Expendables.
Oh, okay, yep. Uh-huh.
All right, we're gonna kill those fuckers, except for the Goliath.
Be Mr. T.
No.
I'm not saying now. I'm just saying when we're out on assignment with them, there may be accidental bullets that stray towards their heads.
Well, I mean, you do miss a lot, so.
It would be very on character for me to
shoot
one of them in the head.
A famous quote for Revan: "You miss 100% of the shots you do take." Revan.
Exactly.
But with that being said, the king sort of gestures to everyone around him as they sort of start to stand up and start to leave, and tells you all that
I walk over.
Oh, okay. Who are you walking to? Oh, okay. You're walking to that guy. Yes, can I help you?
I just want you to know, I'm coming for you. Not in like a physical way.
I was gonna say you're very forward, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you or anything, but I want you to know that
have a girlfriend. Yeah,
I do have a girlfriend, and
since we've been in the city.
Well, we've been back for like hours, so no, and we got summoned, so no. I was gonna ask for an
obviously
extra
it's
ticket
not a
for the gala
priority.
for her, though. Actually, 2, so the grandma can go with Vanith. But
That's sweet.
I know.
Backflipping grandma.
But anyways, I look at this elf and I let him know, like, don't get too cozy there. There's only room for one elf at this table. I walk away like a badass.
Wow, so intimidating.
Yep. Can I roll
Oh
for
my
intimidation?
No.
Damn.
What?
Can I roll for entertainment?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for entertainment.
All right, let's see.
We're gonna see how entertained this much older elf is. He's just kind of watching you leave.
Not very. I fucked that pretty bad.
He just kind of smiles like, be young, naive, bold, and brash.
Yeah, this
More
guy
like
clearly
lungs in
hasn't
the
had
trash.
Kirby.
Oh shit.
What was that, Rabbit? I didn't hear that.
Well, I said this guy clearly hasn't had scurvy.
No, he hasn't. He's proper high elf.
Damn.
He's a proper high elf, even with blonde hair. But with that, you all are excused as the room is left to you all. The only one left in there other than you all and the guards is the dwarven warrior that has apparently been assigned to aid your group for possible eventual monetary gains once they are found.
Oh. Okay. So wait, so she's leaving with us now?
I mean, it is the group of you all and her, and she has been told to kind of assist you all.
Oh, okay. Where do we want to go now then, guys? Do we want to go back to the bar? We can show her where we live.
Or we could go to District 2 and go kill gang members.
And look for Aiden.
Oh, I actually did not know that's
That's more secondary.
Where's that?
Well, I mean, I figured that if like he's disappeared and all of a sudden shit's going down there, maybe there's a chance that he's there.
Great
But,
idea.
you know. I
You know,
mean,
see if
we have
she's
2
actually
days.
worth it, in combat. See if our
Excuse
new
me.
person is actually, worthy of combat with us.
All I have heard of you is that you miss every shot.
Oh, shit.
Alright, is she talking? I don't talk to those who are beneath me.
Excuse you, sir.
Are
Is
you
that a
talking
short
height
note?
wise?
No. You're just, beneath.
Let's get walking before shots get fired and miss.
Yeah, you just see.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, SMB is just starting to tear up apart on the floor, and you see Arrakis with his face in his hands, being like, "Oh boy."
This is going well, isn't it?
You guys are forming an elite team.
Hi, Harris. Sorry.
It's alright. It's good. It's good. It's good. No, I was like setting up to. I was like, okay, are they gonna introduce themselves? Are they just gonna be like, okay, you're on the team, let's go? But now you guys are walking, you're talking, you're heading to District 3. Eventually, you get back to the Little Devil Inn and Tavern. Theodin's in there. A couple people walking out as it's kind of getting close to sunset now. You guys got back at midday, and you kind of were walking about the city, getting back. Noticing while there used to be a number of normal guards, honor guards sort of walking the streets, now it's like for every one honor guard there's 4 of those 6-foot tall androids kind of roaming the streets with them.
That's
Gives me some
scary.
bad vibes. Bad vibes.
They're gonna turn on us.
But yeah, you guys eventually get back to the tavern, and as you enter it, you see Theodin once more, sort of just kind of kind of wiping down what seemed to be someone who spilled something at the bar. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, welcome back. So you got someone new with you?"
Yes, this
Yes.
is our new friend, Eris.
Pleased to meet
I
you.
will only let you call me friend.
Short people, yeah.
Well, welcome to the inn, miss. It's a pleasure to meet you. Name's Theodin.
Good to meet you too.
And yeah, on the
I
walk
guess.
back, the group I imagine would have introduced themselves properly.
Yeah.
So you
Except
have
for-
Yeah.
You have the one with the guns who's refusing to talk. You have Mina. You have Aragon and his Raptor SAB, Vanith, and then Arrakis.
Hello.
Nice, you guys are at the tavern. You seem to have at least a couple of days of downtime for the first time in a long time.
That is
Oh.
really weird.
I think I know what it's time for.
It's time to
What's
drink,
what
right?
is it time for?
It's time to shop.
We do have to
We
have
don't need
fancy
anything.
outfits.
Didn't we spend all of our money already?
Kind of.
For proper recap, you guys did you did buy quite a lot of magic items, but you still have kind of the basic vestments and gear and clothing. However, I need to roll a couple of things for the amount of money that has been saved up for you guys while the bar was operating. So let me just roll something.
Money, 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 money.
Money.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh shit, okay, the second one much better. So you guys get a total. I need to quickly do some math. My phone is bugging out on me. You guys are paid a total of 297 gold from the bar, as you guys have been away, and you still have that kind of dividend because you guys get a percentage of the bar's income. The first amount of payment goes to the employees that actively work the bar, repairs set aside for the bar, and then you guys get your stipend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yes, you guys can go ahead and add that amount to the group fund, or I guess what is going to be used as the fancy dress fund for the foreseeable future. As you guys see Theodin put a big old bag on the counter and just give it to you all, I was like, there you go.
Yeah.
By the way,
incredible.
By the way, I hope you all don't mind. I know it's a bit early, but I'm afraid to do this. You all, I was going to knock off early a bit, close down the pub a bit early, and got kind of a thing to get to.
What's
Ooh,
What
you
thing?
got a hot date or something?
Or I mean, kind of, yes.
Ooh.
Hey.
Also, Vanith, you will put yourself on the screen.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't there. My bad.
It's okay. I did put my guy on there too.
You know, when somebody says something like that, I feel like it's normally involving more than one person. Is that what you're implicating here, Theodin?
No, it is me and my significant other.
Oh, awesome.
Hey.
Who are they? Let me guess. Do they go to school?
No, this may be a bit awkward, but you'll know them fairly well. And he's kind of looking at Vanith, kind of embarrassed. He's just like kind of scratching the back of his head.
I
don't
hate
have to
you
tell them.
so much. I hate you so much, Chandler.
The love of his life.
I
That
slam
was
a
a-
fist down on the table and I say, "How dare you!" And then I storm out of the bar.
Oh, Vanith.
I mean,
Sorry, I can't.
Vanith, you storm out of the bar.
He doesn't mean it.
The
He
rest,
doesn't mean it.
as Vanith kind of steps out of the bar, you kind of see Theodin kind of put his hands up and be like, I mean, I don't know what to say other than I knew him first, and we've been going for. I'm just gonna be quiet. I figured that was gonna come out
You
eventually.
hear from outside of the bar, "The chosen one!"
I go and I pat Theodin on the back and I say, "Saw you, brother. Don't you worry about it. I'll take care of the bar."
Many thanks, mate. I don't know. Does the beard look all right?
Oh, you look great. You look great.
Oh,
You
thank
look
you.
amazing.
Alrighty then.
Hey,
So
where's
cute.
Anna, by the way? Have you found her?
Oh,
Is she still downstairs?
Now, last I checked, she was she had a business down at District 2 at the war effort, and then she had a thing at the castle to get to.
Next time you see her, make sure she checks in with
Alright.
us. I would like to ask her a question.
Alright, well, I mean, do you want me to ask the question for you, or just send her here?
Just send her here.
Alright
If we're
then.
here. If not, then, you know, whatever.
All right, then. I'm gonna just go out the back because I can still hear him outside. So you all have a good night. As he kind of like starts walking
Good
towards the
night.
back of the tavern.
Our gay Aussie. So exciting.
But yeah, with that, so you guys have the tavern. Vanith, what are you doing outside, buddy?
I would like to just do a bunch of backflips until I get my energy out.
All right, roll me 3d20 with your athletics or dexterity.
Can I yell to him real quick?
Sure.
I do not want to be in the vicinity of the bar, so I go far away.
Okay.
I was gonna offer to drink with you.
Nah, 11, 22, and 15.
Yeah, your first couple of flips are a little dodgy just because you're a bit, conflicted at this moment. Then the next couple of flips are masterful. Like you're like Sonic the Hedgehog, just in a ball, spinning in the air constantly. And then the last couple you kind of like do tastefully, with the 15, you dismount like an Olympic kind of acrobat and just kind of like outstretch your arms. It's like you see just a couple of homeless people in an alley watching, just be like, "Hey!" Like just clapping.
I think I just want to, as stealthily and quietly as possible, go back to my room in the inn.
There's a bunch of dogs running down the street now.
Wow.
But yeah, Vanith, roll me a stealth check if you actually want to try and.
I would love to.
Before you do that,
I know what.
Before yourself, actually, which door are you going to use? The front door or the kind of
I'm going to use the front door because I'm hoping that some time has passed. But I'd also like to use my hat of disguise to disguise myself as someone else.
Okay.
I just want to disguise myself as just like a regular dude walking into the bar, like some human dude that does not look like Aiden, so that Revan doesn't question me.
All right. Well, that's
we're supposed to be closed.
Well, that's.
No, I said I'd take care of the bar, so we can stay open.
Well, that's while that is going on, while Vanit has exited the tavern, you all find yourselves sort of in the tavern, sort of just empty, quiet. A new member of your team, your leader having to go off to do something. What do you guys? Is there anything you guys discuss? Anything you all bring up? Also, I gotta bring this guy on the screen.
So where's my room?
Let's see here. We all sleep upstairs. If you look to the south. Let's see here. I forget.
I was gonna say that was the basement. You guys have rooms in the basement, but
we have rooms in the basement.
Yes.
Oh, cool, because we're cool like that.
It's kind of an open style. It's where like if there's an available room, you sleep in it. Yeah, open concept.
Yeah.
Yep. If the only room that's completely off limits is the one with the 2 beds, because that's for the bar owners.
Speaking of which, have they come back from the hospital yet?
Give me either an investigation or perception check to see if anyone's come back from there.
Ooh.
If anybody, do they come? I'm afraid.
An 18.
Upon initial glance, it doesn't seem like Stremin and Mirace have come back. You're not quite sure how long it takes for childbirth, but it's kind of going for a while, because when you got back, like, it's you know that Stremin got back at least a couple days before you, but then when you guys did get back, like, it was the day, that's when they left for the hospital.
Okay. They probably don't want a bunch of people coming in while she's giving birth, so we'll let them be. But
Rakus kind of turns to the group and simply will say, I don't know if this is quite formal gear. Do we want to go look at clothes? Do we want to wait for Vanith? Or do we want to discuss plans for diplomacy? Like, I don't know if you guys really process what you've been asked to do.
Well, what do you... I mean... Do you mean as far as like with the Tritons?
Yeah.
Or do you mean in general with all of the nations that we have to go visit?
That's okay. I was kind of thinking one step at a time, but
Oh.
also, just real talk for a side moment about Triton stuff.
Uh-huh.
A lot of reoccurring themes with Tritons in my dreams. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think either A, I just like fish people, or fish people just like me, because I just, like, that happens like every other dream I have about a different reality. It is weird. I don't get it. I'm assuming I probably will get it, because now I'm being thrown at Triton again, but this is... I don't know what to make of it.
Did I miss something, or is this guy crazy?
Oh, sorry, you probably weren't brought up to speed. I'm from another universe, sort of fell here. I know that sounds really crazy. Trust me, it is, but happened.
Yeah, we're not really sure how it happened, but
and you guys believe this?
We saw him fall from the
sky.
sky.
Happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and he and I have dreams about ominous things. I mean, his is because like he's like from another dimension. Mine's because I have a talking rock. But
so you're the
totally
crazy
sane. Totally sane here.
I mean, Revan has 2 talking rocks that he doesn't talk to.
Whoa,
But the rocks talk to each other. Am I correct?
They want to.
Yeah.
He won't let us.
Yeah, these rocks are very social. Very social.
They want to all hang out together. They're family, Revan.
I will steal your fucking rock and you will never see it again. Don't talk to me about it.
But I like her. She's really nice to me.
Revan, can I ask you a question, in all honesty?
Sure.
Have you not thought about maybe using, like, you have the orange one. Have you thought about maybe using it?
Sure. If we ever get into a bind.
Well, I mean, don't, like, it works, like, from what I think Mina's told me, it works like a normal kind of magic item. Don't you have to attune to it?
I've been attuned. I've used it a couple times.
Are you currently?
I don't think he ever unattuned.
Yeah.
Shit, I should have been making you roll this whole time, but that's on the DM. But yeah, our action would just be like, okay.
Baracus. Why don't you? I just pop open a ale.
Let down your hair.
And I just pass it over to him, and I say, "Have a drink, but this time don't try to kill people. Well, beat them up."
Hey,
someone who tried to kill them.
never tried to kill that guy. I simply wanted to have a stern talk and maybe punch him in the face, but Vanus would have killed the guy, or nearly killed him.
That's
all right.
True, that's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. He didn't kill anybody. There's
feel,
no evidence.
I still feel horrible about that because, like, I kind of thought about it. Yeah, he was a dickhead in my universe, but maybe in this universe, he's. Well, no, I think he did say some shit.
He seemed like a tool.
No, he was a huge tool.
He seemed like a tool.
You can have. Why don't you just have a drink, my friend?
All right.
It's okay.
I'm afraid I'm gonna make a habit out of this as he kind of starts to drink.
What about you two, gnome and dwarf thing?
Dwarf.
I drink by myself.
Oh, that
You're
seems
cool,
sad.
No explanation.
Oh, okay. I'll take some water because we all know that bad things happen when Mina gets drunk.
But that's kind of what we want.
You want me to go psycho and start biting people?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know about
I think
that.
it'd be pretty funny.
I will have water.
What
Thanks.
about you there, big guy? You want an ale?
You want an ale?
Yeah, or something stronger.
Well, what's something stronger? What does that look like?
What else would we have here?
Yeah, you go through the bar. There's whiskeys, there's liquors, there's rums, there's all sorts of kind of like, you know, heavy drink. There's a local brew that is an ale. It's like what was it? What was the name? Red Eagle Ale. There's a whole brewery of it in this district, so you guys have a lot of that. A variety of different types of things. There's a bottle of draconic whiskey. It is half full, and you cannot read what it says.
draconic
You want
whiskey?
this draconic whiskey?
Wait, hold
you know,
on. Do
from your
I
people?
speak? I speak draconic. I'll read it.
Oh, Revan, do you give her the bottle?
Sure.
All
She's
right.
got to drink some of it. That's my deal.
Okay.
I will take a couple of drops.
All right, Mina, you read the bottle, and it says Alphanox Fire. As Revan pours it, and it is like, at first it pours normally, but then it kind of, as it stops, it gets kind of like a thicker liquid, as it sort of like smolders a bit in the shot glass.
Nice.
Oh my.
You want one there, Aragon?
Yeah, why not? Let's have one of those.
All right, Aragon, you get one.
Eric,
Mina, you get one,
would you
and
like to join us?
Let's give one to Baracus too.
he kind of finishes his ale. He's like, "I'll have one. Yeah, sure. It helps me sleep at night."
Oh, honey.
I'll take a sip too.
All right.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Now
she's one of us.
the last question, Revan, are you also having a shot?
Oh, of course.
Alrighty then. So I need Revan, Mina, and Eris to make disadvantaged Constitution saving throws, and Aragon and Arrakis get to make advantaged Constitution saving throws.
Drunk, isn't he?
Constitution. I get +2.
Come on now.
Alright, so Mina's at an 18, Revan's at a 16.
Oh no, the 18 was from before.
Alright.
Oh, unnatural
Oh,
20.
no.
I'm good. I'm totally
My
fine.
constitution's off the charts.
I got an 8.
No, Mina, you got a 1 because it was a disadvantage.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
advantage. Right? Yeah, these rolls are
Technically be a
out of
3.
control.
Oh no, guys.
Eris, have you rolled yet?
Oh.
So
Did you
it's
select
/R and then
1d20?
space 1d20, and then if you want to check your D&D Beyond character page, up at the very top it should have your modifiers. So whatever under Constitution it says, mine says like +2, you can add that.
How do I add it?
Just do +2 plus whatever, plus or minus, without any spaces between it and the 1d20.
Alright.
Perfect.
Nice.
Go ahead and do that again.
Constitution. Holy shit.
Well, she is a dwarf.
I know, but dear God, that is a lot.
Oh yeah.
She gonna be a tank.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just roll it one more time.
You don't feel like typing on the left bar thing. There's the second from the bottom icon you can click on, and it'll let you do advanced roll and just type everything in there. And that's how I do it because I don't want to type.
Nerd, not liking typing. Hey, straight 11s. All right, so what we have here, we have Revan at a 16. We have Mina at a nat 1. We have Aragon at a 21. We have Eris at an 11, and we have Arrakis at a 21. Aragon, and this goes for Arrakis as well. You drink this easily. It's literally draconic whiskey, and in your opinion, you don't usually drink, but you think like, okay, this could be a little bit spicier. You know, maybe it may have been left open for a bit. Who knows? Arrakis kind of coughs a bit, which is like, oof, oof. I got a nice kick to it. Revan, you do not usually drink draconic whiskey. At first, it's like a real intense kick of cinnamon, and then you feel it in the back of your throat as you kind of start to sweat a little bit, but for the most part, you're all right. Eris with an 11. This is some spicy stuff. You're feeling a little tipsy as well, but other than that, you feel, perfectly fine. You don't usually have draconic liquors back in Broadhammer, but, this stuff is, it, for the most part, minus the spice, this is probably what you would start off an evening of drinking in Broadhammer like. And Mina,
Yes.
you are sweating profusely, mainly because you wear a ton of wizard's robes, but also your mouth is on fire, and you are very, very drunk. You're just like, oh.
Oh.
It's like that moment when you're at a party and you're drinking, and all of a sudden it just kind of like zooms out for a second. It's like, oh god.
know. That's why we said I shouldn't drink.
But yeah, you guys see Mina's kind of not doing so hot. Well, no, she is doing hot. While that's going on, Vanith, what was your stealth check?
Can I have advantage since I am disguising myself as someone else and they are very drunk?
I mean, only A.
no,
Okay,
only
I will
one.
argue how I don't think you'd have advantage.
That's fair.
Only one of them is very drunk, and B, it's still a person walking in.
That's fair.
Just come
That's
on in
only
and drink with us. Come on.
All right, a 10. Okay, you guys see a fairly moderately tall human sort of just walk in through the front door. Vanith, would you like to describe anything, how he's dressed or how he looks, or does he just look like human you?
He kind of just looks like human me, absolutely.
Yeah. You see, like Vanith's got a little bit more color to him. He's got, he's a little shorter. His hat's a little crooked, and he just kind of walks in. He doesn't look like himself, but that's definitely Vanith.
Hey, you okay there, big guy?
Come drink with us.
I see that they're drinking, I see what they're drinking, and I grab the bottle and just chug some.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanith, make me a disadvantage Constitution saving throw.
Con save, disadvantage.
Like
Yeah,
a plus
with
20.
disadvantage. 'cause
A
he's
23 and a
close.
25.
Shit.
Yeah, of course.
God damn it.
That is
The power of sadness. I finished the bottle. Finished the bottle.
Oh,
That was
wait.
1,000 years
Okay.
old.
So I thought you were just taking like 2 mouthfuls. If you're finishing the bottle, then I have to do this.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I also love how SAB is sitting at the table.
Yeah, I decided why not. I decided,
I love
why not? Vanith, so initially you're able to drink this fine. You don't usually drink, and the Goliath
Incredible.
tribes you were
Yeah.
a part of didn't really have anything like this. But you take it like a
Right.
champ. It's spicy as hell, but you kind of dig it. Then you keep going and going, and you think like, yeah, I got this. And then you put the bottle down and it hits you. As I rolled a D100 and got a 90. First things
Let's
first, you're drunk as fuck. Second things first. Second thing is that you burp and just as a small gust of fire comes out of your face as your mouth is on fire.
Wow.
Incredible.
That's so cool.
I start laughing as I drink more ale.
All right. So yeah, you guys have had a now kind of casual evening of both spicy foods and drinking, or you basically did the spice gauntlet just in your bar as the first thing of downtime with your new ally. SAB is just sitting in. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna roll some for SAB.
It's nothing like team bonding, like getting drunk.
Yep.
Yeah, real drunk.
You guys hear the gradual sound of pots and pans clattering a bit as you're at the bar.
What?
Wait, is there something
Who's
here?
playing music in the back?
I mean, you clearly saw SAB walk into the kitchen and start looking around for food.
Incredible.
You go,
Aragon,
SAB.
feed your son! Aragon!
Can I help you?
Go feed your son!
Feed my son. We're drinking. He's not interested in what we're having.
He's hungry.
All right, what kind of food? Okay, well, what kind of food we got here?
So Aragon, you walk into the back and you see that SAB is kind of he's kind of pulled open the ice box and he's currently like gnawing on a big old thing of ribs that are just like raw ribs that he's just kind of.
Oh, come on, guy. Here. Now, stand back. Let me motion him back.
Yeah, he steps back. He steps back.
All right. Are we near like a stovetop or something?
Oh yeah, there's a sort of like a kind of like area for like cooking hot soups and things with a fire that's kind of in the kitchen.
Yeah, put it. We're gonna take the ribs over there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna use my fire breath to cook them for him.
All right.
Yes.
Aragon, for the sake of fun, roll me a performance check to see how evenly it cooks.
All right.
Gorgeous.
Let me see. Okay, I see it. Plus, there it is. I've never had to use this one before.
Me just staggering into the kitchen.
Oh, this is like a five-star Michelin restaurant right here.
You're not wrong, as Aragon. You kind of like you like right into that kind of like brick top kind of oven spot where the ribs are, and as you kind of like pull them out, they're kind of like they got that little sizzle to them. They're glistening. They look pretty damn good for like unseasoned ribs. And then you just see SAB just like get his mouth around them, just pull them to the ground. He kind of like rubs his face a bit as they're still a little hot, and then he gives it a second. He just starts tearing into them.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Aragon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gorgeous. But is it time to go to bed yet?
It's close to the evening, and the fact that there's not much going on today for you guys, you guys could call it in and head to sleep.
I'm gonna go bed.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the hay too, guys.
And question. Since we go down the stairs, do I need to roll to see if Mina falls down the stairs?
Make me a dexterity check, yes.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
not bad. Yeah, you kind of like start to slip for a second, but then you grab onto like the railing and you just kind of like just like ski down the steps while holding onto the railings, like wee.
Oh, amazing.
So
excited.
As you all kind of start to head downstairs, Eris, you finding an open, clean room that you sort of just shrug and be like, I guess this will do, and just kind of head in. The only people left upstairs are Vanith, Aragon, SAP, and Arrakis. And Arrakis, after having a few more drinks, just kind of like stands up. Alright, I am going research a bit more. I'm gonna see if I can't find another place. Like, no, I'm gonna write a letter to my mom. She's still my mom. Vanith, is she still my mom if this is a different universe?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna write a letter. And he just kind of like stumbles down the steps. I'm alright. I'm fine.
I love that character so much.
But that's Vanith and Aragon. You guys are the only ones upstairs. Aragon, you see SAB, finish up all those ribs, and he kind of starts to try and eat the bones.
God damn it! Hey, clown! It's over. That's trash. It's over. You're done.
He kind of like stands up and just kind of like starts to head. He backs off, but he's just kind of like looking around.
He knows better.
Yeah, he does. He's it's just been there's not a lot of good food on boats for velociraptors. He's been scrounging off of rats for like a couple months.
Oh baby.
But yeah, I assume Aragon, Vanith, you guys also head downstairs and go to sleep.
Yeah,
indeed.
Oh,
we're gonna
right.
wait all of it, yeah.
Here comes the fun part. Mina, and now also Revan, since apparently you've never unattuned to Sephiroth, I need you both to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Woo woo.
Unattuned?
Did you unattune?
I don't even know that I attuned.
Well, I remember once you casted Identify, which basically, well, what was it? You casted a spell that basically like expedited the process of knowing what this thing does, and I said like, well, that attuned you to it. In this instance, back when you're
identify magical object or whatever.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
Constitution saving throw. Mina, you got a 16.
Yes.
All right.
Got a unnatural 20. It's too bad I'm not shooting.
Sadly, the night is calm and peaceful for the both of you. There are no dream. Well, I mean, you guys dream, but you know, no intense discussions, no check-ins, no longing ones for like someone to talk to. As the creature keeps sitting there, being like, "When is he going to use me?
Oh,
When
God.
will I see my family?"
Oh.
Other than that,
So
Sad.
you all eventually wake up, glad to be back in a proper bed. You got a little bit of sea leg residue left over. You guys are kind of like wobbling still a little bit, you know. But the day is yours. It's early. The city sounds to be fairly active outside. If you all wish, you kind of look out the window. People, not as many people as there used to be, are kind of walking about the streets. The streets heavily guarded, but all in all, everything looks relatively safe.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's time to go buy some fancy clothes for this fancy dinner thing we're going
Yeah,
to.
is that today or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. He said 2 days.
Yeah.
That'll put you guys on the fun photo I found that's as close to Gilitra as I'll ever find. Big ass city
I love
built in
it.
canyons. Or built atop of canyons. But yeah, you guys wake up. Well, what is first on everyone's to-do list?
I mean, I gotta eat some oatmeal for breakfast.
Well, that's
Yeah, I
fair.
was gonna say breakfast.
Yeah, you got. There's definitely oats that can be made. Sadly, your cooks are out, but it's oatmeal. It's not that difficult because you whip up a batch and eat.
Boil some water,
Stremens
get it
are
hot, you know.
No, Stremin and Mirace are still not back.
Oh, I'm worried about them guys. I hope
Well, then let's
everything's
go.
going
We'll
okay.
go visit them today.
Okay. We can at least stop by,
Yes.
make sure everything was okay. But then we can go shopping.
Indeed. Fancy clothes time.
Oh yes. I'm
Alright.
excited.
All right. So you guys finish breakfast, and from what I heard, is the first step to head out of the bar and head to the hospital.
Yes.
Alrighty. So
Yeah, we'll stop by first.
You guys have lived here for a while now, and you would know that there's at least 2 hospitals here in the city. There's the one in District 2 and the one in District 4. If one of you wants to do
District 2 seems like a mess right now.
Yes, there was still a hospital there, but if you want to try and
Probably not there.
all right,
I think we start with 4.
all right. So
I agree.
you guys start to make your way to District 4, and
Wait,
give
is
me
Theodin? Is anybody at the bar besides us?
It seems everyone is out.
It's early enough. I don't know if anyone's coming back to the bar at this point.
I mean, you guys also have you could lock up the bar. You can put the close sign on. And
We'll put a gone fishing sign.
Okay.
Vanith,
you just kind of take a pen and just draw a picture of a man fishing on the we're closed sign.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense for a city.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But yeah, I will make you roll an investigation. You'd be able to ask a guard, and when you found one, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's that way." Eventually, you guys come to the District 4 hospital, St. Morin's. You walk to the front, and you see a front desk clerk. It is a sort of Earth Ganassi woman, kind of 2 stones coming out of her temples with a long greenish hair. She kind of looks like, "Oh, good morning. How can I help you all?"
Hi,
Hi
our
there.
friend is having a baby. We just want to check on him.
Are you all of direct relation?
pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we have been rather
We just at least want to make sure that they're okay and that there isn't something really wrong.
Mina, give me a
So if we
persuasion
can't
check at
do them,
advantage.
that's okay. A what?
Give me a persuasion at advantage.
Okay. I only have a +1. Ooh, oh no. Anybody else want to try?
Well, no, this is you, Mina. This is you. You're the one who gave the argument, so you have advantage.
Get advantage.
Oh, I do have an. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be a 2. Calling it now.
Shut up, you.
5. Calling a 5.
Okay.
There you go.
The Earth Ganassi kind of leans over the desk and looks down at you and then looks at the group and kind of like shrugs for a second. It's like, well, it has finally slowed down here after all the weird events. I suppose. Well, what is your friends' names?
Stremin and Mirace. They're a dwarf and a what are they? Tiefling.
Are you sure you're friends with them? Because that's you got 2 parts of the information wrong.
What?
Like, I don't mean to.
It was a long night. It was a long night. We've been traveling for a while.
I was gonna say.
Apologies. It's just, you know.
All right. Why don't you all give me your names and I'll have someone run up and make sure, because there is indeed a Stremin and Mirace here. One is indeed a tiefling, but the other one is a halfling. So if one of you wants to give me your names, I'll at least say them and crew are here.
Just tell them that Revan's here, and that's all they need to know.
Okay, we have a name. That's all I wanted. Janice! And you see a kind of like a tabaxi woman coming around the corner. It's like, yeah? Could you run upstairs to the Crotons and see if they know a Mr. Revan? Right away. Yeah, she kind of like turns up a couple of steps, and about 5 minutes goes by. She comes back. It's like, yes, they are apparently family friends. Oh, wonderful. Yes, you 3rd floor. Stairs are right over there for visitors. Room 303.
Is there a gift shop where we could get like a little teddy bear for the newborn?
Yes. That you know what? That is a fair question, sir.
Incredible.
Gift shop's just right there. She kind of points to a small little like off corner room to the side where it's kind of right behind you.
We have to get the biggest teddy bear they have.
Oh, I was thinking the exact same thing.
All right, you guys, whomever wants to walks into the gift shop as you see a sort of a.
I'm getting a bad vibe right now, guys. I'm just saying.
See a very tired-looking tiefling man, kind of pale red skin, as he kind of like lifts his head and is like, "Hi, can I help you all?"
I swear to God.
Yes, we need the biggest teddy bear you have.
God.
What? Oh, teddy bear.
Biggest one.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We're out of bears. We got. We have.
What other teddy creatures do you have?
He kind of gets up and kind of looks to the 2 biggest ones that are sitting on the floor. They're kind of like think of like a little bit smaller than a beanbag chair. He kind of
incredible. Yep, absolutely.
He hoists one up. This is an owl bear, and this one is a griffin.
Griffin.
Owl bear for sure.
Owl bear. Okay, we'll do the owl bear.
All right, that'll be 10 silver.
Amazing.
Yes.
You pay him the 10 silver.
All right, then it's all yours. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thank you.
I
think that's it. Does anyone need gum?
Should we get them like a card? Like.
Well, we could get them a card. I think they'd like that.
We don't know the gender. I mean, that doesn't really matter, I guess.
Congrats on your baby.
Yeah.
Period.
Boy, you guys a well-oiled machine.
Indeed.
Yep. They're pretty amazing.
Sorry, we were on the sea, and we were using all our energy to make sure we didn't get scurvy. So
yeah, that is a very valid thing.
Scurvy.
Sir, let me tell you about the plight of scurvy.
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm not in any mood to hear about whatever fake diseases exist. I have enough of my own to worry about that are real.
Scurvy is real. How dare you work in a hospital and not know what scurvy is?
Ma'am, do you not see where I work in the hospital? As he kind of just gestures to this gift shop.
That's fair.
Valid point.
Thank you.
We'll just buy a card and be on our way.
Yeah, we'll do deal that.
I wonder how Eris is feeling about hanging out, with these people who
horribly confused, probably.
I'm kind of just standing in the back, being very judgeful.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you guys get a card, you get the owl bear, and you head up to 403 and find room 303, and you're standing at the door.
Do we
I
hear?
knock politely.
Okay, Vaneth, I need you to roll me a dexterity to see how loudly you knock. Because you are a
Oh,
Goliath,
God.
you got a big meaty fist.
Uh-oh.
I think I know how to knock somewhat quietly. An 11.
An 11.
Not too many
Yeah.
decibels.
Not too. It's kind of right on par with a normal like. You just kind of like.
All right, that's good enough.
you knowingly use the back of your pointer finger to kind of like mediate the sound, as you hear like someone go. You kind of hear someone walking towards the door, and you see opening the door, very tired, his beard and hair a little bit frazzled. You see Stremin as he looks like, oh hey guys. Hey.
Yo, what's up?
Hi.
I run and give him a hug.
Yeah, he was starting to reach out and starting to hug people. He's like, hello, Will. Hold on a second. He kind of closes the door behind them. Like, sorry, the Mirace and the baby are asleep. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the baby's name? You named it Revan, right?
Well, it'd be weird to name a little girl Raven, would it not?
Actually, it's a girl's name too. That's fine.
Is it?
That makes sense. That checks out.
I can confirm it is.
But yes, we named our little girl Mishka, this traditional halfling name. Dexitros was named after Tiefling, so we decided to name this one Mishka.
That is an awesome name. Who is the godparents of Mishka?
Oh, so probably the same godparent for Dexitros. My older brother.
Yes.
I get out my notebook and write down another name.
I'm sorry. Raven, I apologize. I did not take. I'm sorry, I did not take you into consideration. I'm just. Also, I'm very tired. I can't really show.
It's okay. It's not about him right now.
Well, I mean,
It's not
No,
about
it's
me.
not.
I give him the biggest
It's
hug in the
about
world
you.
still.
Oh, thank you. I recognize when people
guys.
pull out the book and write name.
Oh.
Where would you like me to put this big owl bear? This is for little
Holy
the little
shit.
one.
Holy sh! I guess. Yeah. Come on in. Just be quiet. He kind of like cracks the door open. And he kind of sees the dwarf and was like, you know what? You guys are forming a group. Hello, miss. My name is Stremin. I own the tavern I live at. It's a pleasure to meet.
Oh, yeah. This
Pleasure
is
to meet you
Aaron.
too.
Alright, everyone just be a bit quiet as he kind of leads you in. You see, rather, it is a humble looking hospital room, but it is very nice by the kind of setting standards. There's a very nice kind of bed. You see Mirace is kind of, in the bed, kind of sleeping. Smile on her face, but just absolutely exhausted. And you can see kind of like in her arms swallowed is like a little very light gray skinned tiefling baby.
Oh.
Absolutely adorable.
Mishka! I love her so much.
Yes, please.
Sorry.
We just got her to sleep like I think maybe 15 minutes ago.
I put my hand on my mouth.
Thank you. You put the actually, Viz, could you put the owl bear just right there? Is he just pointing, kind of next, not right next to the bed, but just next to the bed?
Yeah. I put it there.
And you see him kind of like
Very
lay it down
gently.
on its back, kind of fluff it out a bit, and kind of lay it down. And say, "Oh, this is good. Oh, I need the bed. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I still can't.
Gotta
feel my-
get your scent on it so that your little one will take to it really well.
This is good. I still can't feel my left hand.
Oh,
There-
yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa.
I love
Yeah.
my
Take it easy now.
I love my wife, but my god, the fact that she's a monk, she has the grip to crush a rock.
Yes.
I believe
she's
it.
very strong. We're so proud of you guys.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy for you. But we'll get out of here. That way that you guys can rest.
Thank you.
We just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Thank you very much, friends. We'll try and be back at the bar later in the evening. We just take any
Take your
time to
time.
rest.
Oh, absolutely.
Whatever
Absolutely.
money
Take
you
as much
need to
time
make
as you
sure
need.
that your hospital stay is covered, we got you.
Oh, don't worry. We had enough to take care of, but much appreciated, Revan.
Oh, okay.
Anything for you, Stremin, you wonderful son of a bitch. I give him a hug again.
Yeah, he kind of leans up from the bear. He hugs you back. Like, okay, this is a good boy.
Like the one person Revan's nice to.
Yeah.
I do love that man.
But yeah, you guys see him just kind of pass out on the owl bear after he hugs Revan again. Because that man's been traveling for. That man has A, been traveling for a while, and B, he helped a monk deliver a baby.
Yeah.
Stunning strike, or I guess it'd be stunning grasp, but she's just like ah.
Jeez.
Oh.
Probably broke his little hand.
Yep. But yeah, you guys exit the hospital. The baby seemed in good health. Mirace seemed in good health. Stremin exhausted but in good spirits and good health.
Good.
All right, now we can go shopping.
Yeah.
With peace of mind.
Hey, what's up, Silver? Welcome, man.
Let's go.
But yes, you guys have just left the hospital in District 4. As I said, there are plenty of shops to check out and whatnot. I assume you're just are you looking for like what, a fine tailor, a general kind of clothing store? Yeah, the tailor.
Yeah, fancy clothes, baby.
Fine clothes. I want to wear fancy robes.
All right.
Maybe like red or something.
All right. You guys hear you guys ask around for a place that does nice clothing, and eventually you hear about a store called Maik's, kind of fine attires.
Ooh.
It is here in District 4 as well, as you're directed there. You pass by a few other stores that are just, it's early, some of you may still be a bit hungry or whatnot, but you pass by this area that's like, a couple of bakery areas. A couple of names that stick out are like Volton's Coffee House, the Lucky Angel Tavern and Breakfast, and the Slayer's Cake Cafe, as you're all kind of walking around. Eventually coming to Maik's Fine Attires, as you step in and you smell this like, it is a very similar scent to some of the things you remembered in Otrafia. Kind of like, a bit more refined, but as the bell kind of goes, tling, you hear a voice by, "I'll be right out, give me one moment." As you see a rather rotund-looking tabaxi gentleman step out, it's like, "Ah yes, hello, how can I help you today?"
We are looking for fancy clothes.
I think
We
we've
have
come to
a
the right
fancy
place.
event.
Very good. A few people have come. I assume there is some sort of royal thing happening.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Good one. But either way, what exactly are you all looking for? I have a very usual clientele of people that come in and out, but you all seem to have a very unique style to you all, so this will be a fun challenge.
I'm looking for a nice bespoke suit.
Bespoke. Right. He kind of like takes out a pad and paper and writes down. What is your name?
Vanith.
Bespoke. All right. And who is next?
I'll go next. I want fancy robes. And maybe in like a red color or like a burgundy. I feel like that would look so nice on my skin.
All right, burgundy robes. And what is your name, miss?
Nina.
It's a pleasure to meet you. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Who would like to go next?
Revan.
I don't need fancy clothes.
Oh,
Are you sure about that, friend?
I think he's questioning your style, my dude.
I'm not worried about that. I think it is a valid question considering where we're going. Do you guys think I need something nicer?
Yes.
I mean, I think you deserve something nicer, Revan.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay, just put me in something.
Because you gotta look good for your lady.
I know.
You haven't seen her in months.
Yeah, she's coming, right?
I mean, you'd have to go and swing by the. Oh, wait a minute! They were
mentioned
staying...
getting an extra ticket while we were still at the.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Out of character, yes, you all have the ability to bring a +1. But I remembered something. They were currently staying with Mr. McLagan, a gentleman you all met back in the day. However, he had rented out a luxury place at the casino, and the casino was in District 2.
No.
You know what? I think I know where I can put them. I got an idea. So they're not in District 2 anymore. It'll maybe take a little bit of time to try and find them, but you guys still have the entire day to do that.
Mm-hmm. I want to point out with
what if something
with
happened to her?
Oh.
I've been talking to her, right? Like I've been using the thing to
You
talk
did
to her,
like
so I would have
once.
He did a couple
I
times.
talked to her. No, I did a couple times.
Yeah, he had a couple of chats.
Okay.
I want to turn to the Tabaxi man and make sure he says he knows that I want the bespoke suit to accompany the hat that I'm currently wearing as well, because gotta have the finest hat.
And what does the hat look like right now, Vanith?
The hat right now, oh, that's a good question. I think it's currently in its kind of like black leather Indiana Jones looking hat.
Okay. Right. He nods, taking down more notes for you, and then he looks to Revan. It's like, if I may be so bold, your current outfit and attire resemble that of a ship captain or someone who is familiar with the oceans, yes?
Oh, you know it. I'm really afraid of scurvy.
Perhaps something in tune with it. But I mean, that is fair. Scurvy is a very, very dangerous thing to mess with.
Scurvy's a bit.
This guy knows what scurvy is. God,
But
I love him already.
I travel here on boat, so I'm very familiar. But I'm thinking I can't quite do a military-style uniform, or else I'd probably be arrested. But it's something similar to a perhaps admiral uniform.
Absolutely. As long as it's purple, I'm all for it.
Purple. Okay, then purple. All right. How about who would like to go next between your other large golden friend or your lovely dwarven friend?
I would like some robes.
Don't all go at once, friends.
What kind of robes?
All right.
What color?
I would like raven blue with silver.
Very well.
Shit.
Similar to the Bahamut. Very well. Right, and what about you, good sir? Aragon.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize you were. I just heard. What about you, good sir? Okay.
It's all good.
What kind of either? I'm looking for something that'll help me disappear.
Disappear? Ooh.
Yes.
Are you looking for full-on invisibility, or would you prefer simply just to blend in?
Oh, to blend in. Yes, not full-on invisibility.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to get your hopes too high. I can definitely outfit you with something a very standard, traditional black suit. Nothing too fancy or to draw the eye, but something that'll fit you.
I see. Huh. What's something like that gonna cost me?
Well, give me one moment to add up the prices. Right. So, Aragon, your price would probably run you only about maybe like 5 gold, since it's a very traditional outfit. Eris, because of the fact that what you described is very similar to a sort of popular sort of religious attire by most people, with room for accents, yours would also probably only cost you cheaper, around 10 gold.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're 15 from the fund.
Revan, yours, an interesting situation. Yours is going to come in around 25 gold.
Gladly.
Right?
Worth it. Worth it.
Mina, yours, being general but still having room for a lot of customization as well, would come around about maybe 15 gold. Mina?
Oh, sorry, she had to step away real quick.
Ah,
What was
okay.
that?
It's all good.
Ah,
And Vanith, with your direct request of a particular cut of suit and whatnot, yours is going to come around to also about 25 gold.
That's fine. I say we take some of our recent earnings from the tavern and just treat ourselves.
Great. I think that's going to come to a total of, I think, 80 gold?
Solid. We made 297, so that's good.
All
Peter
right.
for it.
And now this is the part where the price might go up a bit. He's like, I assume you want them before this supposed event. When is the event?
Tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, if you're as talented as you say you are, this should be no problem.
I am very talented, sir. However, talent requires proper compensation. I could probably have these ready by pick up in the morning if you are willing to pay in grand total a simple 100 gold.
Can I haggle?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Also, is that 100 total or 100 more?
100 total. Instead of 80 gold, it'd be 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
Okay.
Revan, go ahead and roll
Let
me.
Revan do some haggling first.
It's a persuasion, right?
Yes, it did.
All right. So,
All right. You kind of come at him saying like, I mean, as good as you are, surely this is no problem for you. And he kind of thinks for a second, as you have indeed challenged this man at his craft, which he is very fine at. He kind of thinks for a second. Very well.
I'll up the ante for him too, real quick,
Oh,
if you don't mind.
by all means.
We will tell everybody that we walk around with at this very extravagant gala that they should get their stuff from you.
Ah, you are suggesting the brand deal.
Mhm. Yeah, you could sponsor us. Think about it.
We are the heroes who will save this town and this land. Let it be
Yeah, it's
known.
not those other fuckers, especially that one elf, son of a bitch hunter. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, definitely don't supply him.
Well, I must admit the prospect of outfitting new up-and-coming heroes is a very interesting predicament. Very well. I shall do it for 85 gold. Simple.
all in?
5 extra gold.
I think I'll take
Oh.
that. I shake his hand.
Very good.
Indeed.
Alright. Now, on your way out, if you don't mind flipping the sign to close, I need to get a few people in here. As he kind of goes to the back and starts speaking, a language none of you can understand. Like,
I ask him if he wants me to draw a little fisherman on the sign so that.
I would ask you not deface my sign. I appreciate the offer.
All right,
but
understandable. Yeah, just making sure.
Thank you.
You know.
You all
Just
have
throwing the offer out there.
a wonderful
Yeah.
day, and your outfits and attire shall be prepared by the morning tomorrow.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you
see you
so
then.
much.
And then with that, you all leave after putting your orders for your outfits and your attire, standing out in front of a Maik's attire. As the sign now reads closed. You saw one guy kind of start to walk towards the store, look at the sign, he's like, oh, dang it. Oh. And he kind of starts to walk down the street, kind of like rubbing the back of his head, like, where am I going to get a suit?
No,
Who is
Yeah.
that?
he'll
Do
find
we
something.
recognize him?
Roll me a perception check. Revan, if you do it, you can roll at advantage.
I will do that. I
Ooh.
got you guys.
It's Revan's dad.
Oh god. Okay, rolling again. Take advantage.
I only got 12.
I got 14.
Let's see. Yeah, Revan, it takes you a second because you're like, oh, it's just a human. And then you kind of recognize the kind of workman's aprons and tools, the kind of, shirt heavily kind of stained with grease from working at a forge. And you could swear that is a guy you talked to about a possible gun you wanted made.
Oh, it's that
Huh.
son of a bitch?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
simple forge master who wrote down a kind of like basic sort of schematic of your gun. Said like, come back in a couple weeks or something.
Nice.
All right, I go ask him how it's going.
Well, hi, it's you. You're that Revan feller.
That's me.
Revan fell.
Hey, good to see you again. It's been a while. You gotta come down to my shop. I got something I want to show you.
I'm in.
Ooh,
All right.
that's exciting.
All right. Follow me back to District 3. I was trying to find a place to get a suit made.
What do you need it for?
I got invited to a big fancy party.
Hey, so
We're going there too.
Oh, do you know a place I can get a suit?
Well, the place that we just came from just closed because
They've
just
gone
ordered
fishing.
clothes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
So,
right.
but I'm sure we can find some place.
All right. By the way, Revan, do you remember this man's name?
dude, no, you know.
Give me an intelligence check. I'll give you that. Give me just a flat intelligence.
I barely remember the name of my girlfriend in this game.
Oh, Jan?
Yeah.
The name that's 3 letters?
I mean, I never said that I was gonna be great at names here.
That's fair.
Oh, that's a 20.
Yeah, you remember this guy. This is Aaron. This is Aaron Forrester.
Oh, yes. Aaron, my guy. So what you got to show me?
All right. It's a little bit of a walk back to District 3, but you eventually get back to his shop, Janae's, and he leads you inside, and he kind of, like,
Wait,
all right,
I
come in the
forgot
back.
about
And
Oh,
he kind
God.
of like, he kind of leads you to this what looks like to be a kind of makeshift man-operated elevator. Like, all right, my private workspace is downstairs.
Oh yeah.
All right, and he kind of like starts to
Love
like
it.
slowly like work the chain like as slowly the chains lower you all into his basement's kind of like workshop area, and you see 2 things. Wait, did you see his other project before or no?
I it's been a while since
Okay.
we've seen this guy, right?
All right, then then what we're going to do right now is we are going to end session on a nice little cliffhanger. As you kind of exit into his little forge, you see Revan. The one thing you see kind of over on a table with a lot of parts is a kind of like a sort of like stocked looking weapon. It looks like very similar to your hand pistol, but it also looks like it's a cross between a one-shot rifle. And the rest of you see over in the back corner with like these giant metal doors open is this like this kind of like medium-sized thing underneath a tarp. You can see like what looks to be like kind of modified wagon wheels underneath the tarp, and a kind of what appears to be some type of metal frame between the wheels. You're not quite sure what it is. So with
This man
that,
got a car.
we are going to call session there.
Wow.
Cliffhanger.
Sad face.
Hopefully
Oh,
you guys enjoyed the session, and Sydney, welcome to the game. Sorry if this was a little bit of a duller one. This was after the guys just kind of got done with a big bunch of adventuring. It's just like, well, I gotta give them a little bit of downtime.
nah. It's
Um,
fine. I like little action.
I thought she was about to say like, nah.
Nah.
Now
I'm
I'm
out.
done
I'm
here.
out.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming back. I know it's been a while since we got as many of us back in here, but this was a fun session. I am so hyped for next session. And for everyone watching, thank you all so much for checking out the Game House here on Thursday night Twitch stream. We do this every Thursday night. I also personally do streams on Saturdays where I do just casual gaming. I sometimes play with my brother Braxton and my brother Chase, who is also a regular on the stream and hopefully will be coming back someday. I just got to figure out his schedule too. But other than that, thank you all so much for checking it out. Tune in here next time, and until then, we'll see you all around the house. Good night, everybody.
Bye.